As of mid to late July, the Toronto Blue Jays sit atop the AL East with a 58-41 record. A team that faced skepticism heading into the season has defied expectations, not just winning, but becoming the hottest team in the American League. As of now, the Blue Jays have seemingly overperformed everybody's expectations and have become one of the many surprises of this season. The Toronto Blue Jays' chances of being competitive this year were not liked at all.
This team is the most complete in the American League East.
Unfortunately, sad to say, the Toronto Blue Jays will be on the outside looking in with their 84 wins.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
The talent we brought in and the people we brought in, it wasn't really by design. I think it kind of just happened naturally, but
the Blue Jays needed to address certain weaknesses on their team from the 2024 season, notably their worst bullpen in baseball and also a power-lacking offense. Doing that, they signed Jeff Hoffman, an all-star in the previous year. Jeff Hoffman was signed to be the closer straight out the gate for the Toronto Blue Jays.
The familiarity played a big role in all of this. I remember when free agency kind of first kicked off, I had text messages from Scotty Weber, kind of right away.
Looking at his ERA at 4.79 during the time of recording, you may think that he has not been a good signing. He has been proven to be really valuable for this team, posting 23 saves, 4th in the major leagues, and posting an impressive K rate in the 90th plus percentile. Once drafted by the Blue Jays and traded away in the Troy Tulowitzki trade, Jeff Hoffman has come full circle back to the team and posted up great numbers other than this 1 week stretch during the middle of May. Taking those numbers away, his ERA would be in the mid 3s, which is very respectable. They signed first ballot Hall of Famer Max Scherzer to a 1-year $15.5 million deal that adds to the rotation depth and also provides a presence in the locker room that helps foster the rotation and all the young arms. Not all the hooks that the Blue Jays cast out actually caught big fish, because Anthony Santander, their most prized signing from the offseason, did not turn out how they wanted him to, posting a 179 batting average, 273 OBP, and only a 577 OPS. To clarify, he does have a lagging injury, which is causing him to miss most of the season, but hopefully this signing, signed for 4 years at $92.5 million, will prove beneficial to the Blue Jays in the long term and in the playoffs this year. On the trading side of things, they traded away money compensation for Miles Straw and also Andres Jimenez for Spencer Horowitz, 2 players from the Cleveland Guardians who both provide elite defense, which is what Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro really love. And I did not like this move from the beginning, but turns out it has actually positively benefited the Blue Jays, as Miles Straw ranks really high in terms of fielding run value and range, while Andres Jimenez is a surefire platinum glove level defender when healthy and really fortified the infield. Although not all of these deals have aged to perfection and to the point where the Blue Jays wanted them to, there's no doubt that all 4 of these moves have provided some positive value in return for the team. If I were to tell you that the 2nd and 3rd place leader on the team in wins above replacement were playing in the minor leagues last year, you probably would tell me to wake up and stop dreaming. But that's how it's going for the 2025 Blue Jays. Ernie Clement and Addison Barger have been instrumental to the success of the team. Ernie doing it with the glove and the bat, while Addison Barger hits bombs. Both of these players have had hard times finding playing time in the past, with Barger not even making the opening day roster. It's these breakout years from unknown players that have really driven the Blue Jays season. The Toronto Blue Jays have many bats with the OPS plus over league average, which means that everybody in the lineup is hitting. Some key other contributors include Nathan Lucas, Tyler Heineman, and Alejandro Kirk's bounce-back all-star season, which have really propelled the Blue Jays lineup into a deep, dangerous lineup against both left-hand pitchers and right-hand pitchers. Another key to success for this team is its unbelievably low strikeout rate and high contact rate. Putting balls in play and showing weaknesses in other teams' defense is a crucial way the Blue Jays have found to win games. Just take this play from Ernie Clement. What was supposed to be a sacrifice bunt turned into a walk-off sacrifice bunt play because of atrocious defense by the Angels pitcher. It's plays like these that show that striking out is one of the worst things to do in baseball, as putting the ball in play always yields positive results. However, if I were to accumulate all the success into one player, it would be George Springer. George Springer shows that Unk has still got it, as he has proven to be extremely valuable, an all-star snub, leading the Blue Jays in home runs and proving to be the most valuable bat on this team. George Springer has turned into the DH, or should I call him the offensive player, because that's what he named himself. George Springer is fighting father time this year, and he is proving that even with half a head of bald hair, he can still be one of the premier hitters in this league. The Toronto pitching staff features 3 right-handed veteran starters who hold the backbone of their rotation: Kevin Gausman, Jose Barrios, and Chris Bassett. All 3 who are innings eaters and throw quality innings start after start. They form the backbone of the Toronto Blue Jays rotation. However, due to the many injuries, there have been many wild cards needed to support this event. Now, if Superman had a face and had to save the Toronto Blue Jays rotation, then Eric Lauer would be that person, as he has come to pitch 61 innings of sub-3 ERA ball for the Toronto Blue Jays, a really big surprise and key contributor to keeping this struggling old rotation afloat. Remember when I was talking about the league's second worst bullpen from last year? Well, this year the Blue Jays have completely flipped the script, and that's due to key contributions from people that we didn't think were going to be that good. Those people include Braden Fisher, who was part of the throw-in trade for Kevin Biggio last year. Also, Yariel Rodriguez, who was a starter last year, has now become a dominant, high-leverage closer arm for the Toronto Blue Jays, who is really putting out the fire in dangerous situations. None, however, shine brighter than Brendan Little. Brandon Little has been absolutely nasty out of the bullpen. He owns one of the best pitches in the league, which is elite curveball, posting impressive whiff rates and strikeout rates. He has been absolutely the best hidden gem for the Blue Jays and is criminally underrated among all relievers. Oh baby, what a season it has been for the Blue Jays. From leading the league in comeback wins and being among the leaders in walk-off wins, this team has found unconventional ways to win games. From bunt walk-off hits to absolute clutch bombs, this team has found every way to win close games. There is really something magical going on in this team this year. Heck, even manager John Schneider is locked in for once. Once Vladdy starts hitting like the MVP we know he is, and trade deadline reinforcements come, there is no reason for this team to be on the outside looking in on a deep playoff run. At the start of the season, if you had told the most optimistic Blue Jays fan what realistic expectations were, they would say to make the playoffs. But now, this reality is their dream. The Jays are realistically in a great spot to win the division, heck, even the American League, and make a deep playoff run. Now the goal should be, to as Vladdy says,
to us, we're working hard to bring the World Series back to Toronto.
All right, thanks, Vlad.
Thank you.